Whenever you are explaining something, maybe it's a story or you are demonstrating your skill in an interview, try your best to avoid the classic, oh, so this and this and this, oh, and then, da 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 da. That da 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 da, and like, oh, you know what I mean. The assumption that someone else will understand what you mean and you're not going into the detail. Why do you avoid this? Because it demonstrates a lack of understanding for your part, a lack of skill if you're in an interview, because you don't have the specificity of understanding. If you're telling a story, you're losing lots of the detail and the context. And you know what I mean? Or da 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 doesn't give the person extra context. It's telling them this part of the story is not interesting, let's skip over it. And if that's the case, why did you tell it in the first place? Right? So I had an interview earlier today with a guy who from his submission, his screening questionnaire he sent in, I didn't think was skilled enough to be a closer in our company. But his video, it came across that he might be a good appointment setter. So I sent him a message and said, hey, I think that you don't currently have the skill to be a closer, but I think you would be appropriate for an appointment setter. Would you be interested in exploring this further? So he said, thank you for the honesty, yeah, I'm up for having a chat. So I said, what we'll do in the call is I will ask you a couple of closing questions to make sure that my hunch is correct. And then if I'm right, we will move on and talk about appointment setting. Now, I jumped on a call with him, and to my shock, he actually seemed to know his stuff. And I was very impressed. And he was doing this da-da-da-da-da thing. And I was saying, actually, the reason I've asked to speak to you, the reason I didn't believe that you knew the skill is because you did exactly that da-da-da-da-da, in your written communication as well. And you skipped over the details, which made me think you were lying. So give me the details. And then he did. And I was like, you're definitely not lying. And you are evidently skilled, which I wouldn't have known if I hadn't forced it out of you. So if you're, especially in an interview, give them the thing that they need to assess your level of ability, which is a demonstration of your skill through your understanding, knowledge, expertise, experience, right? They're not in your brain. They know what they're looking for. And bad salespeople, like people who are like, oh, that's a salesperson, they will use vagueness and obscurity to hide the fact that they don't know an awful lot. Whereas a good salesperson will definitely not do this, and where their skill is in choosing what information they tell you. Now, it's all detailed, it's all skillful, it's all full of authority, but they'll only tell you the stuff that you need to hear in order to make a change or to make a decision. They're leading you to a place they want to be. So hopefully, this has given you a little bit of insight into that. And if you have specific knowledge, share it. And if it's in a story, it's probably important. Set the scene. Explain what led up to the thing. Why is it interesting that you're telling us? There's lots of context. And da-da-da-da-da-ing, or, oh, you know what I mean? Doing that breaks the flow of a story. Now, I'm not the best storyteller in the world. It's actually a skill I'd like to improve at. But I guarantee the best storytellers in the world don't do this. And so it's a skill that I would like to improve on, and I think everyone else can improve on too in all situations of communication. But specifically today we were talking about an interview. Have a great day. Peace.